This is going to have to be a really short review or I'm going to boil in this jacket. Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Mission Workshop Reviews, where I buy and test all the gear so you don't have to. And today we're going to be reviewing Mission Workshop's warmest, most advanced jacket to date, the Watchman, a part of their advanced project series of apparel, which really pushes the limits above and beyond even the high limits that Mission Workshop sets with its regular apparel. Now, the Watchman is such a great insulating coat. I can't even really wear it during this review because I will get too hot. But rest assured, I will suffer a little bit for my viewers and I will do the review with the jacket on. But first, let's just get through a couple of the quick features. It's $755. That is an expensive jacket, and I'm here to say if you do not live in a winter climate or are going to use this jacket for really more than just a few weeks out of the year, you might want to consider not getting it, because while it does say on the page you can wear this up to 55 degrees, I can't see that. This jacket is made for Chicago, New York, Boston. Sorry, I haven't traveled to too many other places outside of my own country. I'm sure it'd work great in Russia and Scandinavia too. It's really warm. Second, this jacket is so light. I couldn't believe it when I got it out of the package. I thought it was some type of mistake. It is almost like a feather. Listen, I live in Washington, D.C. I'm from New York, upstate New York. I know about cold winters. I know what winter jackets are like. And you don't care if they're heavy because you need to be warm, because being cold is the worst. But hey, if you can make a jacket that doesn't weigh 50 pounds and keeps you just as warm or even warmer than a lot of these down jackets, yes, please. The Watchman is made with Primaloft Gold, which is some of the most advanced synthetic insulation. And this is the first jacket with cross-core. And this insulation has something called aerogel, which has been described as solid air. All right, I've done enough talking. Let's take a quick look at the jacket in my hands first so you could see a little bit about what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is the inside of the jacket. It's, quilted like you would see on any other type of winter jacket. This lining, however, is all 37.5. I'm a really big fan of 37.5. I've done reviews on the Haze and the socks, and I found the marketing to be accurate about this stuff. I think its wicking abilities is even better than merino, and I just really try and wear the socks as much as possible instead of the merino socks because they're so good. The Haze button-up dress shirt was fantastic in summer as well. You could check out those reviews here, one of these sides, if you want. So this jacket is lined with 37.5. Now, I haven't really been able to test it in that. This jacket is so warm, unless you're in really cold temperature, you're going to get hot anyway. But maybe you'd be even hotter without the 37.5. Now, this jacket really just combines like some of the latest and greatest materials that Mission Workshop's been using, in addition to the 37.5 technology, which they have on their awesome socks. They're also used the same factory that makes their Mission Jean and the Icon pants, Mectex. They're out of Como, Italy. This is the great four-way stretch of the Mission jeans. Well, that's what the outside is, and they did it in a really nice black matte. And this feels super fragile, but this stuff is really tough. I wouldn't worry about it. The stretch on this jacket is amazing. Just like the jeans or the Icons, if you have any experience with them, their recoil is really strong, meaning It doesn't bag out. It's gonna be tight, like snug, but like in a good way, like form-fitting. But there is absolutely no limitation with motion due to this incredible, durable, stretchy fabric. I will note, as is a small problem with the Mission jeans, this is the same problem with this. I just think it's the factory. This is a little bit of a dust and dirt magnet. So, you know, I mean, easy to clean. You just brush it off, but it does kind of pick up dirt a little more noticeably than is desired. But small price to pay for just an amazing fabric. Now, like a lot of their advanced project waterproof jackets, they're using the Italian-made Riri snaps. These are tough and amazing. Oh, there we go. I had never opened that until just now. But the face collar one I've used, and it worked great. Probably just first time. There we go. Anyway, probably don't need to be adjusting that too often. The detailing, really nice. They have an inside ported pocket right there for running headphones and whatnot. Really great. As is pretty typical on most Mission Workshop jackets, they have a low profile chest pocket right there. I love having that pocket. Now they do have 2 hand warmer pockets with zippers, which is fantastic. I really like that nice touch. And they're lined really nice. It's pretty soft in here. If you have any of their waterproof shells, like the Orion or something, you stick your hand in there and it's just like, provides no protection at all. It's just a bare pocket. They've also used DWR, but not just any DWR, dynamic DWR, which is a relatively new variation of this chemical. First time it's being used for Mission Workshop. This DWR spray, DDWR, was actually used for Olympic swimmers' bathing suits, so it wouldn't absorb water. So if this stuff's used to protect a bathing suit from getting wet, well, I use this in the rain. This is far superior to DWR. I can't comment on how long it will last. You may have to retreat it down the road, but I was caught in the rain. Not a drizzle, not a downpour, but not a drizzle. Like straight up cold rain. The water beat it up and just flowed off this thing. I was totally dry. I'm not going to go out on a limb and say this is a waterproof rain jacket. But I mean, you know, it was really good. Another thing I want to quickly comment on their hood. Couple things. One, you could zip it off, which is great. If you don't, you want this to look more like a formal top coat. This is a technical top coat. You could just remove this. But I like having the hood. It's so light. It's actually quite small. It doesn't get in the way. 2 great things about it. One, like all Mission Workshop hoods, by and large, it is 3-point adjustable. Obviously on the 2 sides, but then also on the back too, which honestly, for someone who cycles a lot, that 3rd adjustment is key so it can really fit around your head nicely and it won't blow off. And the other nice touch is that this is insulated too, the hood. Now, again, on their waterproof shells, which again, those aren't insulated jackets, so I'm not begrudging them for not being insulated, but a lot of times you could wear your waterproof shell over insulation, but you're still gonna need a cap. With the Watchman, you don't. I mean, the insulation is just fantastic. So, let me tell you about this jacket. I am a perpetually cold person. Like I said, I'm from upstate New York. When I moved down south to Washington, D.C., which if you ask most Americans, D.C. is really not a southern city, it was noticeably warmer and better for me, but I'm still super cold, and I just wear so many layers. I'm going to go out later today, and I was actually out this morning in 30-degree weather. That's like, I don't know, -1 degree Celsius. All I had on was my Power Wool shirt. That's it. And then I put this on, and I was so toasty. Like, toasty. So this thing's rated for down to 20 degrees Fahrenheit. I totally believe it. And if you put on a sweater or another layer even, this thing will bring you probably to 0 degrees or negative Fahrenheit. So, do the math for the Celsius for all my non-American viewers. I'm sorry, I don't know why we're still stuck on the imperial system. Anyway, okay, enough chatting. I just can't say enough nice things. This thing is so light. Seriously, guys. I know it's a lot of money, but you're not going to get a better winter coat than this. All right, enough chit chat. Let's do some fit pics, and I just want to let everyone know I'm 6'3" and I'm 220 pounds. So keep that in mind. This is an extra large. So, all right, y'all. Here it is. This is the unzipped version. I also forgot to mention there is a cargo pocket right here, which is great. No zippers, just drop stuff in really good. Now, again, I'm 6'3", I'm super tall. This jacket is a little too long for my personal liking. This is a 3/4 jacket. It's certainly not like a traditional super long top coat, but this will certainly, I mean, it goes down almost to my fingers, a little bit past, right? Which is about right. I would have preferred maybe an inch or so shorter, but it's fine. For me, it's not too long where it prevents me from riding my bicycle. Now, I purposely wanted to start this off unzipped because one of the things I'm still working on with this is the double zipper. Sometimes I get it right away, sometimes I don't, so I just wanted to do like a live action just to show you if I end up having a little bit of an issue zipping it up. Okay, I didn't. The magic of vlogging. But sometimes I do have a little bit of trouble getting it. I think it's really more just me getting used to the double zipper. I know a lot of people like double zippers. I haven't really found out a use for it. I guess if I want to reach into my pocket, I could kind of go like this and get something, I suppose. I don't really know. Another thing is, now I'm 220, so I'm pretty much like right at the cusp of being overweight, shall we say. And Mission Workshop makes stuff slim fitting for men. I think if I was an extra 5 pounds, this jacket would not look good on me. The one thing that I'm concerned about is right in here. This area is unforgiving, so if you are heavy set or a little overweight, and you can, size up. So right now it's actually quite flat on me and it's not a problem, but the potentiality for a little snugness in here exists. But also the more I've worn it, the more I've kind of broken it in. And I think it fits perfect. Often Mission Workshop really is designed for a certain look, a certain physique, so they don't really allow for too much leeway if you've ate a little bit too much over the holidays. So keep that in mind. I also want to say the arms are snug. They're not restrictive at all, because this Mech-Tex 4-way stretch is phenomenal. But on the inside, so if you want to wear this with a suit jacket, you can, and I have, but you might have to cuff it when you're putting your sleeve in. But, again, this isn't so much a fashion piece. I mean, it is. I love it. This is a warmth protection piece. This is to stay warm in horrible climates. So I'm willing to put up with a couple little quibbles, because the insulation on this is second to none, and I've owned a ton of down jackets. Okay, I'm literally perspiring. I don't know if you could see the glisten on my fingers just from wearing this jacket. It's warm, and my only hesitation for fully endorsing this jacket is, don't get this if you live in Florida. You'll never ever wear it. This is for northern climes. So, and again, as someone who's on the bike every day, who will routinely be out in the city during the winter, just I go out all the time. I can't stay in the house except to make these videos for you guys. I need to be warm. So for me, when this jacket came out, it was a no-brainer. I had never really experienced the technology of Primaloft Gold and Cross Core and Aerogel, but I know Mission Workshop, I knew Mechtex, I knew 37.5, and it's really just like a greatest hit edition. I really can't say enough good things for this jacket. $755 is a lot of money, especially since it's not waterproof. But with the dynamic DWR and just all the technical features, I mean, this thing is just infinitely work appropriate. It's not overly dressy, so you can still wear it casually and not look like, your dad who's wearing his like business top coat, on a Saturday, because it doesn't have like the double breast, the lapels like a traditional top coat, wool top coat would. So you're not gonna look out of place. It really just, what can I say? Mission Workshop did it again, but I mean, I'm also, the home of Mission Workshop fandom, so of course I might say that. But it's true, and this is great. So, guys, yeah, I mean, buy it. I endorse it. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and check out my new outro.